Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings after a 5-0 win against Sheffield United. Starting in goal, man, I thought we'd see Ramsdale at this stage, but it was David Raya.
David Raya didn't really have nothing to do.
No shots on target, I believe, either from Sheffield.
Yeah, I don't think he had a shot to save. He came and claimed everything very well, because that was their only hope. His distribution was nice. Very good distribution.
Great.
There was one.
I know which one you're going to go to.
We could have scored. Good,
Martinelli pinged it.
And if we'd have scored off of that, we'd all be saying,
Fair enough.
So all in all, it's that was, it was a nice, easy game for him. Nobody closing him. Listen, they weren't high enough at the pitch to close him down.
True.
So 7 out of 10.
Yeah, justified, clean sheet. Let's go to right back, Ben White, Robbie.
Yeah, I think I'll give him a 7 as well. Comfortable afternoon for him as well. Nobody really bombing on and that. He had a great strike that the keeper saved as well. I thought he had a good game today, Ben White. Got taken off early. I think that's another player that Arteta's looking at and saying, right, I just want to keep him fit and well. So 7 for him as well.
7 for him. Okay, let's go into our centre-back pairing. A change in the centre-back pairing. Let's start with William Saliba, who I just said. I honestly, I think he's the best in the world right now.
I don't know about the best in the world, but I think at the moment in the Premier League, I can't think of a better centre-back at the moment.
They'll say Ruben Diaz and John Stones and that, but I don't think there's...
at the moment... Ruben Diaz has been brilliant. Last year, John Stones, brilliant. I'm talking about this season.
Yeah, same.
Since this season started, I can't think of that Van der Ven at Tottenham's been all right.
He's done well, but
Saliba's been brilliant. From that game when he locked down Haaland, he's been doing that all season. He's been exceptional, The only foot he's put wrong this season was the handball last week at Chelsea, and even that's unlucky. He's been and today again, he could have done it on his own.
he could have closed his eyes.
He was brilliant, man. 8.
8, and well deserved. William Saliba. Let's go to Jakub Kiwior.
Yeah, he did well today. Did very well. Defended well. As I said, he didn't have a lot of super attacking to do, but what he had to do he dealt with it. Made no mistakes. This is the thing, you're playing against these teams at Sheffield United, make one mistake, boom. We did it with Forest earlier on in the season, cruising at 2-0, mistake, all of a sudden a nervy 15 minutes. So I think he did very well today. I'll give him a 7. Yeah,
and justified. Let's go to our left back, who I want to ask, who would you start against Newcastle on Saturday in his left back position? Zinchenko started to say yes.
Zinchenko I'm going to give for a 7 today. I thought he played really well. But I wouldn't start him against Newcastle. I'd start Tommy Assen. Just for the fact that it's St James Park away, and I want a solid back four. And this guy, Tommy Assen, has been solid this season. So that's why. But good performance by him. He was like a midfielder today.
Yeah.
And some of his little balls he played through the line splitting part. He was the creative guy. He was brilliant today.
Yeah, Zinni was at his fluent best today. Let's go into midfield. Playing in the 6 today, Declan Rice.
Again, brilliant. This guy's every week. I bet if we was to look at the ratings we've done so far this season, he's barely had a mark under 7. Today's an 8. Yeah. Solid. He's just brilliant.
When Nicky told you about Declan Rice, did you think he would be this?
I knew he was good. I didn't know he was as good. Listen, we all seen Declan Rice over the years for West Ham, for England. Yeah. He's always played well. But when you get to see a player week in, week out, you realise just how good he is. And I think he's thriving with better players around him as well. No disrespect to West Ham, but he's really thriving. And it's like every week, minimum 7 with him. You know what I mean? Even last week where first half he weren't at his best, but the second half, he was the driving force that got us back the point. You know what I mean? Scored a great goal. Assist today for Eddie's goal.
Yeah, Champions League against Seville, nothing phases him. He's just quality.
And he's everywhere. 8. And he can play there. He can play in the 8. He's brilliant.
Okay, let's go to the midfielders in front of him. Start with Emil Smith-Rowe.
Yeah, it worked hard today. I was really willing him to score a goal, but I thought it was good for him to get minutes. You know what I mean? And I thought, he did all right. He had an assist as well, didn't he? Yeah. So let's give him a 7.
7, assist, Well, I think everyone's rooting for Emil Smith-Rowe. Let's go to the other midfielder, Kai Havertz for you, Robbie.
Kai Havertz, I said it in my interview, I want to see more. Yeah. More. I'm going to give him a 7, right? I don't want to mark no one.
Okay.
I was thinking of a 6. Yeah. But I'm going to give him a 7 because he made a couple of nice, some good tackles in there. He's putting it in, but bro, I want to see more from Kai Havertz.
They're going to get at you for putting 7, but
I'm going to give him 7 because we've won 5-0. He's contributed in, you know what I mean, more. But I want to see, there needs to be more. Actually, no, it's got to be a 6. Okay. When I think about it, I'm trying to, but I need more. I need more from Kai Havertz. I need more.
And I think that's
He's got the ability. He's got the quality. It's not that he's played badly today. 6 is not that you've played badly, but you've just done enough.
What do you want to see more of, like an assist, a goal?
Sometimes he gets the ball, drive with the ball.
Fair.
You've got pace, drive with the ball. I think he did it once today.
He did.
I need to see that more. I need to see that more. Be more confident. You know what I mean? If we're winning 3-0 and you're driving, you lose the ball and no one cares.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are the games where you can build your confidence, but hopefully more to come from him.
I'm glad you justified it, because I know they're going to make a graphic and whatnot and put it on, and it's just going to see your ratings, and people won't watch how you've justified why.
Nobody ever agrees with my ratings, but you know.
That's part of it, isn't it? Let's go to a man who always gets told should be rested. Bukayo Saka today, Robbie.
It's a quietish game for him.
It was actually.
You know what I noticed with Saka today? He was not getting the ball at all over on that right-hand side. And he actually started coming over on the left with Martinelli. It's almost like he was sent over on the left to try and receive the ball as well. So quietish game for him, probably a 6 for him as well, because he didn't really do a lot, but he wasn't poor. It's just that he weren't really in the game much. It was more played out on the left-hand side than on his side.
I feel right. Yeah, so I'm trying to work out if he did anything that was outrageous to push his rating up, but he was
quiet game for him.
Has been quiet for him recently.
He just sort of chilled in the game, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's go to the other wing, Gabriel Martinelli.
Whereas I thought he was the out of the two, he was the one that was like the driving force. He was the danger. Every time he got the ball, you could see Sheffield United, they were scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was the danger. And I probably...
You got 8 or 7.
I think I don't... I think about 8, man.
Yeah?
I think about 8. He's just 2 good games in a row. The only thing he could have scored maybe, but he was a constant threat. You know, so he played well.
Okay, now the man I'm assuming is going to be your man of the match, Mr. Eddie Nketiah. What do you give him today?
Man of the match, and I'm giving him a 10. It's a 10.
I see Belgium. Look, here we go. Look at Belgium. Look at everyone. Look at him.
No, it's a 10. Yeah. It's a 10. Yeah, I mean, when was the last time an Arsenal player scored a hat-trick? You know what I mean? I think
it was Aubameyang a while ago.
Yeah.
We mentioned it on the Match of Love. It's Aubameyang.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Hat-trick's not an easy thing to score. Everyone's saying some people he's only Sheffield United, right? How many people scored hat-tricks against them this season?
Just to caveat that as well, big up Nick, he said Thierry Henry scored against Portsmouth and Norwich. They were lesser times, at times they were like 18th. So be aware that when people say it's only against Sheffield United, be aware even our greats score only hat-tricks against, sometimes smaller teams.
Yeah, listen, to score a hat-trick in the Premier League is a big achievement. Correct. You know what I mean? You treasure that ball. A lot of people said it, want to see him more consistent, but today he was absolutely, all 3 goals I thought, were very good. The first one and the third one in particular, both of those are candidates for goal of the month. You know what I mean? They were really, really good goals. He was confident today. He had a chance even at the end. I think he was just a bit tired. You know what I mean? So, I was really, really happy for him. And 10 out of 10 today. Man of the match by far.
It's a great way to step into that number 9 position.
And as I said, people don't realise sometimes when you're playing a team like Sheffield United, low block, everyone behind the ball, they don't understand how important that first goal is. They want the unlocker against these teams. And he got it.
He got it.
Right? Big performance by him today.
Big up Eddie today, for real. No, big up. And hopefully he keeps the momentum and keeps going forward. Let's go to the subs. Let's start with Trossard.
Very good when he came on. Very lively, taking on players, looked dangerous. 7.
Okay. And let's go Fabio Vieira.
Scored a penalty. I give him a 7, innit? You know what I mean? Won the penalty, scored the penalty, did all right.
Yeah, the next goal scorer, Takehiro Tomiyasu.
7 for him as well. Takehiro come on, he's playing well this season.
Yeah, he is playing
just
very
need him
well.
To stay fit.
Yeah.
Need him to stay. He's been another player that's been dogged with a bit of injuries. He's a very good player. I was saying it to you guys the other day, man. If you're going to buy a player right now, buy Japanese, man. I mean, everywhere. No, serious. It's kind of
buy Japanese. Getting a car, boy.
It's a bit like the cars, right? I'm looking around the leagues, right? I'm looking around the Matoma, Japanese. I look in Scotland. The best players in Scotland, Japanese. Over in the Bundesliga, these Japanese. You look at their national team. I'm telling you.
Buy Japanese.
What's it? Liverpool have got that end up. These Japanese players, man, they are quality.
Yeah.
They are quality, man, and we've got one of them. He's a top quality player. He can play on the right, he can play on the left, he can play centre back.
Versatility is unbelievable.
Versatile player, strong. The only thing that's dogged him has been the injuries. If he can stay fit this season, and I personally will play him against Newcastle next week,
I agree.
just because he brings a little bit more solidity. Pleased to see him get a goal today, 7.
Okay, let's go to Mohamed El Neni, almost a forgotten man.
I thought he did all right when he came on. Yeah, calmed it down, some nice little touches and that. Let me give him a 7 as well, man. Yeah, I mean, he did all right.
Yeah, and then lastly, Reece Nelson.
He was the quietest out of all of them who come on. Didn't really get much of them. He's like the ball weren't going on that right-hand side today.
No, not at all.
Right, so he didn't really get much of the ball either, so I'll give him a 6.
Let's go to the referee today, because the ref and the VAR, 10 minutes added time at the end as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of VAR decisions. The referee, I mean, listen, I'm right it's at the other end where that penalty was. At the time, it looked a penalty, but I'm miles away.
Yeah.
But everybody was saying it was such a nailed-on penalty. Why did he give it straight away?
It was clear.
But listen, we got the penalty in the end. Apart from that, I thought the referee refereed the game okay. The VAR, yes, there was a lot of checks, but that's what VAR's for. The VAR check, when people are moaning about VAR checking, it checked the penalty and got it right. Yeah. So as long as it does it right, I do want them to speed things up. Though. Yeah. That's the only thing. Sometimes it takes a bit too long. You're in the game, you're thinking, why is this being checked? But listen, I think the referee, 6.
6. Okay, let's go to our manager, who's rotated today, even though I kind of want to see us go strong, but regardless, the team put out was strong.
Well,
won the game 5-0.
I was with you, Cecil. I wanted a strong team today.
Oh, okay.
Right, and he rotated, but he got it spot on, absolutely spot on. I think he brought in players like Kivir on that because he wants to play them on Wednesday as well.
I agree
and he doesn't want them to just like drop in on a one-off game.
Yeah, because West Ham are monks.
That's going to be a tough game. There'll be 60,000 there. You know what I mean? So I think he got it spot on today. You know what I mean? And then he rotated a lot. Got players off, gave Martin Odegaard a complete rest, Gabriel a complete rest. Yeah. It's all worked out brilliantly for him today. 5-0, 10. 10? It's got to be, innit?
I mean, I'm trying to I think you're right.
You've rotated some of your best players and you've won 5-0.
Yeah, one of your players got a hat-trick,
One of your players got a hat-trick. No, it's like a perfect day for him, isn't it?
The subs he made as well, Thomas scoring, so did Fabio Vieira.
2 of your subs scored.
To be fair.
It's a perfect day, isn't it?
To be fair, you're spot on.
Clean sheet.
Yeah.
If that don't deserve a 10, man, you're never going to get a 10.
I think you're fair with that. Okay, then finally, the fans, Robbie.
The fans, I'm going to give them a 9 today. You know what I mean? It's always hard when you're playing teams like, say, Sheffield United. The atmosphere is not going to be the same as when you're playing Man City because people expect it. Everyone's going in there and going, right.
Entertain me.
Yeah, entertain me. So at first it was a little bit, but once we got the goals going, the atmosphere, the place was rocking. Yeah. So well done to the fans, 9 today. And all in all, it's been a good week for Arsenal.
It's been a very good week for Arsenal. Let us know if you agree with Robbie's ratings in the comments below, and make sure you head over to AFTV Plus app to give us your ratings. We'll see you again come Wednesday against West Ham in the Cup. Take care.